Hello students, a very warm welcome to you once again. Now in this series, we are going to take a look in a very detailed manner how are we supposed to solve the paper 2 questions. In the previous series, I have covered 2024, the latest paper 1 model answers. I have also provided you PDFs. It is available in the download description. Also on my Telegram channel, Dr. Farhan Sociology, I have provided you some of its detailed analysis. Now let us begin. Coming to the point, how are we going to understand the paper 2 questions? Taking a look, the part 1, it is going to have 5 different set of answers. All of these are compulsory questions. You do not have an option in any of them. These questions are basically for 10 markers. You need to write about in 150 words. What is the first question that we are having? Let's try to understand. What, according to you, are the factors responsible for the continuance of caste system in India? If you take a look, this particular question, it is coming from your paper 2 part B, and we are looking into the topic of social structure. In that social structure, there is a topic called as caste system. So in detail, we try to understand what is caste system. Now, this is not an easy question because they are trying to ask in a contemporary scenario. They are trying to bring this topic of caste system in the current affairs perspective. And they are asking, how are we supposed to handle, how are we supposed to see that caste system remains continuous? And like every other question, this question will also be divided into 3 parts. One you will be having is an introduction. What are we supposed to write in the introductory part? The first thing, examiner would want to know, how do you see caste system? And here the caste system, it is a phenomena which is present in a flexible manner where it is taking different forms and in different shape, and at one point of time, even if it is flexible in nature, people are associated to open societies. On the another, this phenomena is also concrete. It is also present. Here, I am trying to represent. In my introduction, I am trying to tell that caste system is also getting stronger, like as if we are present in a closed society. Caste system is also becoming a very diluted phenomena. It is flexible, not at all it is rigid, as if we are living in an open society. So open and closed, this is one way of looking at caste system. In open society, the caste system is going to be seen as a weakening phenomena. In a closed society, which is typically a traditional society, the caste system is seen to be as a stronger phenomena. So what I am going to do in my introductory part, I will be talking about how caste system is seen in either both of the ways. Now I will go to the demand of the question. How do you see caste system? Which factors are responsible for keeping caste system? Last year, the question was talking about how do you see caste system has assumed new forms and new shapes. Before that year, they asked the question, how do you see caste system has able to preserved itself? Before that, they have asked, how do you see caste system as a fluidic and as a static phenomenon? This question is a highly expected question. In one or the other way, they are going to jumble the word and they are going to ask, how do you see caste system has prevailed within the society? So if I am going to the main primary content, what am I going to talk about? That how caste system, it is one phenomena which is associated to the aspect of religion, but this phenomena, it has entered into other different dimensions as well. What do I mean by this term? That it is a phenomena of such as caste system, how it has entered into all the other different dimensions. So let's try to understand what is this all about. Caste is basically a concept which is mostly particularly associated to religion. But is there any other areas that you are seeing the caste system is able to keep itself intact? It is trying to keep itself continuous. Yes, we are seeing that caste system has been strongly married when it comes to the phenomena of political system. So in the field of political system, caste has able to protect, promote, preserve itself. In fact, Supreme Court is also telling that people are not casting their vote, but rather they are voting for their caste. So political system and caste system, it is able to maintain its some form of continuity. Not just in the political system, even when we are talking about the phenomena of reservation, in education system also, caste has able to hold itself very strongly, very nicely. You are seeing that somebody has scored 95 percentile, they are able to become, but somebody with the help of caste, even with 80%, 85%, they are able to. The point what we are trying to look over here is that even in the education system, caste has able to prevail itself, it has able to promote itself. On the other hand, when it comes to the phenomena of economic systems, when while entering into the economic systems of occupation for getting promoted, caste is playing a vital and an important role. When it comes to the marriages, the phenomena of endogamy, it is constantly keeping the caste system very highly promoted. Is there any other area where do you see the phenomena of caste is present? I can recall that even in the case of modern technology, caste has able to promote itself. For example, take a look at many social media websites. Take a look at technology, shadi.com, matrimonial websites where caste is able to promote itself. Even in the case of health hospital system, caste has able to protect and promote itself. For example, during COVID-19, many caste-based associations had already been established. If I'm talking about political system, not just political parties, but there are many other civil society, voluntary organization where caste system has able to hold itself very nicely and in a very firm manner. Even if I take a look at the field of entertainment, caste has able to play its important role. So, looking at this question, what I want to highlight, I want to bring all these phenomena that caste is able to keep itself. What are the factors responsible in continuance of the caste system? I will say that the political system, education, economy, marriages, even some matrimonial website, technological, some NGOs, health, entertainment, all of them. So it's a phenomena which is present in the society, yes. But on the other hand, when I take a look at technological system, when I look at political and non-political system, even while getting the job, even in the field of education, caste has able to maintain its continuity. On the other hand, before I finally jump towards my conclusion, I am going to say, even if it is present, it is considered to be as a highly fluidic and a flexible phenomena. It is a phenomena in which people are able to change their position, such as the concept of Sanskritization. So, Sanskritization is trying to highlight that people are able to change their positions. So Sanskritization, it is a form of oppositional change. If I take a look at the phenomena of dominant caste, that here the concept of caste is also associated with the structural changes within the society. So it is a fluidic, it is a flexible phenomena. Sanskritization is bringing positional changes. Dominant caste is bringing structural changes, which sociologist is associated in speaking in these terms. It is nothing but the sociologist known as M.N. Srinivas. So let me just recall what are we trying to take a look. The factors responsible for the continuance of the caste system in India explain. So I am going to give my primary introduction in which I will say that it is a flexible, it is a closed, open and a closed phenomena. If I want to quote some thinker, I can highlight a popular thinker who is associated with this, Pitrim Sorokin. Or also I can say that caste is a changing phenomena. I can quote a thinker over here such as Deepankar Gupta. So that will be my aspect of introduction. Then in my content, I am going to be speaking about different phenomena where all caste system has able to promote and preserve itself. So I will be highlighting some different aspects. In the conclusion, I will be speaking how it is a fluidic and a flexible phenomena. The term Sanskritization dominant caste, it is showing that this phenomena has become weak in immense universe. So it is absent in the society in the basis of modernity. It is present in the society on the basis of traditionality. Both the phenomena are coexisting when it comes to Indian society. So here we have taken the look. The first question that we are having in our paper 2, what according to you are the factors responsible for continuance of caste system? In the next video, I will be trying to take a look at the second question.